What if the laughter from your favorite sitcom carried the echo of lives now gone?
Can I call you Mama?
No, I didn't birth you.
Once, the Parkers lit up our screens with unforgettable characters, outrageous moments, and a cast that felt like family. Their voices, once full of laughter and sass, have been silenced, leaving only memories and reruns to keep them alive in our hearts.
Legendary singer Nancy Wilson has died.
So, let's rewind time, feel the nostalgia, and remember the fallen stars of the Parkers who have died. Remember when the Parkers filled our screens with laughter and heart? Among its unforgettable characters was Andell Wilkerson, the wise and witty confidant, brought to life by the incomparable Yvette Wilson.
You and the professor? Right, and I'm Janet Jackson.
Her chemistry with Monique's Nikki Parker was the soul of the show, blending sharp humor with deep warmth. Yvette's journey began on a dare losing a bet that led her to the stand-up stage, where her comedic brilliance was undeniable. She went on to shine in films like House Party 3 Friday and Poetic Justice, but it was as Andell, first on Moesha where she owned the den and then on the Parkers, that she truly became a fan favorite. Off-screen, Yvette faced fierce battles, kidney disease, a transplant, and finally cervical cancer. Yet her spirit never dimmed. On June 14, 2012, at just 48, Yvette passed away from cervical cancer. Honoring her wishes, her memorial was not a funeral, but a vibrant celebration at the very club where her comedy began, filled with laughter, music, and cherished memories. Yvette Wilson's legacy endures in every smile she inspired and every life she touched. Rest in peace, Andell. You will always be part of our Parkers family. Originally, Moesha's loyal friend and eventual love interest, Hakeem's appearances on the Parkers felt like a heartfelt reunion, a testament to the bonds forged in the UPN universe.
Hakeem, what are you doing?
Listen, it's just a promise ring.
Bentley's portrayal was more than just a role. It was an extension of his own vibrant spirit and dedication. Off-screen, he showed his range in films like Tales from the Hood and The Wash, and even embodied Tupac Shakur in Too Legit, the MC Hammer story.
Yo, Tupac, get up, man. Listen to this. How much you think about this? Yo, Hammer, man. We do not have to finish the song all in one night.
He was also chasing dreams as a rapper, on the verge of new artistic heights. But in the early hours of January 19, 2005, tragedy struck. After attending a film screening, Bentley's car sped off the 118 freeway near Simi Valley, crashing through a fence and rolling down an embankment. Thrown from the car, he was struck by several vehicles and pronounced dead at just 31 years old. No drugs or alcohol were found in his system. His journey was simply and heartbreakingly cut short. Bentley's legacy endures not only in the laughter he sparked, but in the kindness and inspiration he shared with all who knew him. Though gone too soon, his light continues to shine, reminding us of the joy and humanity he brought to our screens and our hearts. You remember the elegance, the way Suzanne Douglas could command a room with just a smile, grounding every scene with wisdom and grace. On the Parkers, her appearance as Constance West MacFarlane was brief, but unforgettable.
Oh, didn't I tell you? He's president of the division now. He's down in Venezuela even as we speak.
A moment of quiet dignity amid the sitcom's wild ride. Most knew her as the sophisticated Jerry Peterson in The Parent Hood, but her artistry stretched from Broadway to Ava DuVernay's When They See Us, and even to the concert stage she held a master's in music. Douglas was a two-time NAACP Image Award winner, the first black woman to play Dr. Baring in Wit, and a beacon for generations of actors. In 2021, we lost her to pancreatic cancer at 64. The news was quiet, but her absence resounds. Suzanne Douglas brought dignity to every role, and in our hearts, she always will. Remember the towering presence who could silence a room with just a look? That was Andre Rosie Brown. Standing at 6 feet 7 inches, Brown was unforgettable. A gentle giant, whose calm, deadpan delivery brought a unique balance to every scene he entered. Though his time on the Parkers was brief, appearing as Lamar, his impact was lasting. Fans remember his trademark roles as security guards and tough guys across TV and film. But Brown's story reached far beyond Hollywood. Before the cameras, he served 14 years as a police officer in Inglewood, California, after playing college football in Montana. Off-screen, he was a mentor, a family man, and a real-life protector. From Space Jam to Throw Mama from the Train, Brown's legacy is one of quiet strength and steady humor. He passed away in 2006 at just 50 years old, leaving behind a legacy of warmth and resilience. Gone too soon, but always remembered, a true gentle giant.
You don't have to be so formal. Hi, I'm Mel Parker, Nikki's ex-husband.
If you blinked, you might have missed him. But Thomas Michael Ford was no mere cameo on the Parkers. As Mel Parker, Nikki's ex and Kim's father, he brought a familiar warmth that made every scene richer.
Neither do I, baby. You got to calm down, okay? Daddy's gonna take care of everything, all right?
He told me the same thing 20 years ago.
For many, he'll always be Tommy from Martin. No job, endless wisdom, and the best straight man in sitcom history.
Tommy,
What?
everybody in the audience knows damn well you ain't got no job, man.
But when he walked onto the Parkers set, it was like seeing black sitcom royalty drop in for a family reunion. Thomas Ford's presence was more than a smile. It was a reminder that these stories, these families, stretched across generations of laughter. Off-screen, he was a mentor, an author, a champion for kids, and a guiding light in his community. On October 12, 2016, at just 52, Thomas Michael Ford was taken by a sudden abdominal aneurysm. The loss hit hard. We didn't just lose a character, we lost a piece of our TV family, a man who made dignity look like comedy gold. His legacy? It's in every laugh, every lesson, and every heart he touched, on the Parkers and far, far beyond. Okay, true Parkers fans, remember that one guest character who could steal a scene with just a look? That was Terry Rhoads. In the 2003 episode A Plot of View, he played Reginald, and though his time at Santa Monica College was brief, he brought that unmistakable sitcom magic, the dry delivery, the perfect side-eye, that guy who could walk into a classroom and quietly take over. You saw Terry everywhere in the late 90s and early 2000s. Friends, Seinfeld, Malcolm in the Middle, Desperate Housewives. He was the everyman, the neighbor, the administrator, the face you recognized even if you didn't know his name. Off-screen, Terry was respected, humble, and deeply committed to his craft. Sadly, he passed away in 2013 at just 61 years old, after battling amyloidosis. No big headlines, no grand farewell, just a quiet exit, the way so many great character actors go. But we remember. The Parkers wasn't just about Nicky and Kim, it was about the whole world around them, and Terry Rhoads helped build that world, even in his small, unforgettable way. Rest easy, Reginald. You were one of the good ones. If you truly watched The Parkers, not just for the laughs, but for the moments that made you pause, you saw her, Nancy Wilson. That voice, that grace. She wasn't just a guest star, she was a living legend stepping into sitcom history. Nancy played Aunt Rita, Nicky Parker's aunt who, in a twist, is revealed to be her real mother. Even for just one episode, she brought a presence that felt like a seismic event.
Eat right, exercise, and sleep with men half my age.
Watching Monique share the screen with a jazz icon, that was lightning in a bottle. Aunt Rita wasn't just family, she was elegance, wisdom, and a quiet strength wrapped in pearls and perfect timing. But Nancy Wilson was so much more than a cameo. She was a 3-time Grammy winner.
And the Grammy goes to RSVP, Rare Songs, Very Personal, Nancy Wilson.
The honey-coated voice behind You Don't Know How Glad I Am, a civil rights activist and the very definition of a song stylist. When she walked onto the Parkers set, she carried decades of musical legacy and cultural power. Nancy passed away in 2018 at 81 after a long illness. The world lost a queen, and the Parkers lost a piece of its soul. She brought grace to every stage, even a sitcom soundstage. Rest in power, Miss Nancy. You made even the laugh track feel like jazz. You know those faces on TV that pop up just once, but somehow they linger in your memory? That was Alfred Dennis. On The Parkers, he played Aldo, a minor character, a brief flicker in a single episode. But for those who really watched, he was part of the tapestry that made the show feel alive. Dennis wasn't a headliner, but he was the kind of actor who could steal a moment with a single look or a perfectly timed line. His career stretched across decades, with appearances in classics like The Jerk, Catch Me If You Can, and Get Shorty, always the dependable, skilled presence in the background. Born Alfred Dennis in 1922, he worked right up until his 90s, quietly shaping scenes and stories for generations of viewers. He passed away in 2016 at the age of 93, leaving behind a legacy built not on starring roles, but on the subtle art of making every moment count. For fans who cherish every corner of The Parkers and every actor who brought it to life, Alfred Dennis will always be a part of the family. Though the lights have dimmed for these beloved stars, their impact still shines bright through every scene, every joke, and every heartfelt moment from the Parkers. Their legacy is stitched into the fabric of Black television history, and their absence is felt with every laugh track we hear. Which performance stayed with you the most? Which actor do you miss seeing on screen? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you felt that wave of nostalgia too, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us as we celebrate more unforgettable TV legacies. Gone, but never forgotten. This is for the stars who made us laugh, cry, and believe. Until next time, stay golden, family.